right, buckle up, glamour girls, because today we need to talk about Blake Lively and the absolute necessity of knowing when to shut up. Because if this whole "it ends with us" and Justin Baldoni situation has taught us anything, it's that running your mouth too much will be your downfall. Every single day, another clip of Blake surfaces. And guess what? It incriminates her further. At this point, she's practically building the case against herself, brick by brick, interview by interview. Now let's start with that hot mess at Book Bonanza, where she was out here yapping like she was being quirky and charming, when in reality she was admitting to stealing a movie. This woman said on stage in front of an audience that the studio told her she could only show 20 minutes of It Ends With Us. But oh no, that wasn't enough for Blake. She took the movie, put it on a plane, and then laughed about it, thinking it was so cute and funny. And now, that little moment is coming back to bite her, because it seems to support Justin Baldoni's point that this movie was taken out from under him. But wait, it gets worse. In that very same event, Blake puts her foot in her mouth again. She stands there loud and proud and says she doesn't know the word no. And let's be real, that explains a lot, because this woman did not just act in It Ends With Us. No, no, no. She inserted herself into every department. Wardrobe took over. Directing started calling shots. And the second she got pushback, she held up production. She threatened to drop out. She threatened not to market the movie. And why? Because Blake Lively doesn't know the word no. And let's talk about her less than stellar press. Because, make no mistake, Blake brought a lot of this on herself. The internet didn't turn on her solely because of It Ends With Us. They turned on her because she cannot stop talking. Every time she opens her mouth, she makes some cringe joke that nobody understands. And suddenly, oh, there's more. Because let's talk about why Blake is getting dragged in the press for It Ends With Us, and spoiler alert, she contributed to it. She thought she was being funny, cracking jokes left and right like she's the next Tina Fey. But baby, not everyone is laughing. Every interview, every panel, every offhanded comment, just making things more complicated. From her awkward jokes about taking the movie to her bizarre flex about how she doesn't know the word no. It's like she's on a one-woman mission to make herself look less than ideal. And then, the icing on this messy, messy cake, we need to revisit that Forbes interview from 2022. Oh yes, because Blake has been telling on herself for years. She straight up admitted that she's never satisfied with just acting. She wants control. She wants to be involved in the storytelling. And, in her own words, sometimes she signs a contract knowing she's just supposed to act, but in the back of her mind, she plans to take over anyway. And when a director, writer, or producer isn't on board, she finds ways to exert influence. Excuse me? This woman literally admitted that she walks into projects planning to take control, whether the actual creative team wants her input or not. That's not an actress. That's not a team player. That is someone who seems to prioritize her own vision. And guess what, folks? That's what happened on the It Ends With Us set. Blake, it seems, gradually took over various aspects of the production. First, it was wardrobe. Then, she started making directorial suggestions. And every time someone tried to rein her in, she reportedly expressed her displeasure, holding up production, making threats, refusing to market the movie unless she got her way. It's textbook diva behavior. But when Justin Baldoni finally said enough, when he refused to take responsibility for her less than ideal press, when he wouldn't cover for her less than polished interviews, what did she do? She reportedly took umbrage. And let's be careful here. She made allegations of sexual harassment. It's important to remember that these are just allegations. Like the audacity. Oh, there's more. Because let's really sit with what happened when Justin Baldoni finally decided he wasn't going to be Blake's scapegoat. When he refused to take responsibility for her less than ideal press. When he said, no ma'am, you will deal with the consequences of your own words. What did she do? She made allegations of sexual harassment. Let that sink in. This woman had already derailed an entire production. She had already been exposed for overstepping, some might say. She had already found herself facing criticism for some of her comments. And then, instead of owning her actions, instead of taking accountability, she made serious allegations. This is the part that is so dangerous, because let's be real, accusations like that can end careers, and they can ruin lives. And when women make such serious claims, it's vital that they are thoroughly investigated. However, false claims can also do immense damage. And Blake, it's just speculation. But some believe she did it to perhaps deflect attention. The audacity. But what really makes this whole thing noteworthy? The fact that she's so assertive about it. Like, this isn't some accidental misstep. This was perhaps a pattern of behavior. Because that Forbes article, it came out before she even signed on to It Ends With Us. She shared her approach. She expressed her desire for control. She literally said that when she joins a project, she aims to be involved in all aspects, whether the actual creatives want her input or not. That's a certain kind of approach. That is someone who seems to prioritize her vision and then plays the victim when it doesn't go her way. And now, with It Ends, with us turning into a coarse, complicated situation, she's out here looking surprised, like she doesn't know how she got here. Oh no. Why is everyone critiquing me? Why is my movie getting so much discussion? Girl, look in the mirror. At the end of the day, Blake Lively's biggest challenge seems to be managing her public image. She doesn't know when to stop talking. She doesn't know when to just perhaps reflect. And that's proving to be her undoing.